Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shraddha and I make videos related to Germany. In this video, I am continuing the IELTS series which I have already started. I have already created two videos. The first video was about introduction of IELTS and the structure of IELTS. The second video was about tips and tricks about listening as well as reading section of IELTS. I will link all these videos here, so do not forget to check them out. And this is the third and the last in the series about tips and tricks about writing as well as speaking section in IELTS. And I will be choosing one lucky winner to give this book, as I've already promised, to your home address for free. So do not hesitate to comment, do not hesitate to share this video. So first I'm going to talk about the tips about the writing section, and then I'm going to give you the tips about the speaking section. Do not forget to watch this video till the end, and let's get started. Number first tip is to avoid writing same words again and again. In order to impress the examiner in IELTS, you need to paraphrase, you need to use a lot of vocabularies. For example, if the question is, what do you think is the dream house people are buying these days? Now it is house, okay? Now you don't have to write house. The house should be like this, the house should be like that, the house should have this much of space. You can use homes, for example, you can use infrastructure, you can use place to live. So these are the different ways of writing house, right? The more you use different vocabularies for the same word, the more it would be impressive to the examiner. Number second tip that I have for you is do not use the word very. It is very important. The problem is very difficult. It is very, big. Do not use very. Avoid that word, because very we use in a daily conversational way and it doesn't impress anybody. So instead of very big problem, you can say it is crucial. All right. In order to say it is very big, you can say it is huge. Simply don't say very. It is a problem, right? It is big. So don't misuse very. Okay. Number third is to always use formal way of writing. Don't use shortcuts like I'm saying don't. I am not saying do not, right? So there is a difference. If you use don't, it is very informal way of writing. If you use do not, should not, and will not, and must not, this is a way you are addressing in a formal way. Use those kind of words, not a short form, and this way you can improve your writing. Number fourth advice is to keep the word count in mind. Task 1 is about 200 to 250 words. Do not, and I repeat, do not extend that word limit. Task 2 is about 300 to 400 words, and you shouldn't exceed more than that, otherwise you will be losing a lot of marks. Number 5th tip is that the task 1 comes with a bar graph or pie chart or some graphs or something, and you have to report whatever is given. Do not add your information in that. Whatever is given, like I'm showing here, whatever is given, report it, write in the form, whatever facts and figures are given. You're not asked to express any of your opinion in this task. And your task 1 will last for like 20 minutes. So plan yourself accordingly. Then the task 2 is about your opinion. You will be given a statement and you will be asked to express your opinion, whether you agree or disagree. To what extent do you agree? Or what are the advantages or disadvantages of these things? There you have to express your opinion. You have to be very clear in which way you want to go. Do you want to support this statement or you want to go against this statement? And you will be given 40 minutes to write task 2. Okay. Number 6 is to plan your writing in advance. Strategize. Take some minute or at least 1 minute to plan out what you're gonna write in this. Sometimes we just read the question, we start writing, we do not know the structure, how we will be proceeding with it, and we are starting to write everything whatever comes to our mind, and then we figure out, oh my god, I should have included it in the first paragraph itself, because that way it looks better. So do not do that. Take some time, at least 1 minute, to structure out your first paragraph would be okay about this idea, and expand and talk about that idea in whole first paragraph. Then the second idea would be about this, which I will include in the second paragraph, and the last paragraph will be about the conclusion. So plan your structure, think about it, strategize, and then start writing. Number 7th is you can practice your writing and check if you're making any grammatical error using a software which is Grammarly. It is for free. You can check your spelling mistakes, you can check your grammatical error, you can check your punctuation as well using this software. Number next tip is so important. It is about using the linking words. Now, what are linking words? Words like hence, therefore, despite, in spite, although, nevertheless. These words are called, so these are the words that start the sentence in an impressive way. You don't have to always start there is, it is. It is very low level way of writing it. If you use a sentence with however or despite of all these reasons, still people are considering to go for the other option, then it shows that you have a wide variety of way of writing, you have high vocabulary, and you can make a sentence look impressive. And number last tip for you is know how to use punctuation, know how to use when to use stop, when to use semicolon, when to use colon, and where to use comma. Okay, now let's come to the speaking skill. Speaking skill has got like 10 to 15 minutes, and number first question will be your introduction. So number one tip for you is to practice your introduction. It would be very simple, 3 to 4 sentence maximum, or just 2 to 3 sentences. My name is Shraddha, I'm a master's student in Germany, and I come from Delhi. Right, so that is my introduction, a very brief introduction, and if the examiner has some questions they can ask you, and if not, then it's okay. So your second tip is that in the speaking section you are being evaluated based on your way of speaking, or if you're making any grammatical error or not, or how correctly you're speaking, or how clearly or fluently you're speaking. You are not marked on the way you're expressing your opinion or your ideas. You are not marked on that. So keep it also imaginary. If you can't find anything, or if you can't think of any idea, just make it up, or give some example from other scenario which is actually believable. Do not have something or say something which is unbelievable and very difficult to digest. Number third is don't be in a rush, right? Sometimes when we are nervous, we are speaking continuously and very fastly, and we do not understand whether the other person is getting us or not, and because we are so confident, or not confident, but we are so nervous that we are speaking at the rate that we also don't know what we are speaking. Do not do that. When you speak slowly, when you speak clearly, it actually shows that you're confident. And even if you take a pause, it's okay, because that shows that you're confident enough to speak, and you are speaking each and every word very clearly. Have you observed the examiner, the way they speak? They're speaking so clearly, naturally, and slowly. It doesn't hurt to speak slowly, but it would if you speak fastly. Number fourth tip is again related to the writing. Use the linking words like however, in spite, despite. So those are the words that actually elevate your way of speaking as well. Number fifth is paraphrase. Sometimes we do not know what to, say when we are given the question in the cue card and we are asked about our opinion. We do not know, and we just repeat the question. If you're repeating the question, it's okay, but paraphrase it. If the question is saying, what is your dream house? So you can say, I aspire to have a home like. So it is like, okay, your dream house you have converted into I aspire, I want to have some home which is like this. So you have paraphrased it. So be wise enough to paraphrase the question and repeat it. Do not repeat the same question again. My next tip is reach your center on time. Always reach the test center on time, so that you're confident, you're relaxed, and you're not worried, or it impacts your performance. So make sure that you reach the test center on time. Number 8 tip is, when you're talking, maintain eye contact. Okay, because imagine if I look here and I speak because I don't want to face you, I don't want to look into your eyes because I'm nervous and I don't want you to see, and I'm looking somewhere here or I'm looking somewhere there. You lose interest, right? You will lose interest because I'm not looking to you, and it shows that I'm less confident, I'm not confident, I'm nervous. And this is the another way that you will be actually reducing your band score by not looking into the eyes. So if you want to sound more confident, be more confident and look more confident. So look into the eyes of the examiner. Number 9 is, if you are given some topic and you start talking about your opinion and you go deep and you digress from the topic and you go somewhere else, examiner wouldn't tell you that you have digressed, but it would actually uh, give you lesser score because you didn't talk about the topic. So nobody is going to tell you when you are not in the right path. So it is your duty that you understand the question and you stick to that point which has been asked. In the IELTS exam, you will be given a cue card with a topic. You will be asked to prepare for 1 minute on that topic, and then you will be asked to represent your views, to express your views on that topic for 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, which is again a very long time if you want to speak on one topic. I have found one way in which you can actually talk a lot and for more than 1.5 minutes by expressing your opinion in terms of past, present, and future. For example, I was given the topic like, when I am worried about something, what I do. I had just had 1.5 minutes to speak on that. If I try to speak what I do when I'm worried, it would be just 1 minute, not even 1 minute, and then I would be exhausted. I wouldn't have any much to say on this topic. So what I did was I talked about that anxiety or that worryingness when I was a child in the past, now when I get worried, what I do, and when in future what I will be doing when I would be worried. So in this way I talked and I could complete 2 minutes, and I'm going to show you this example right now, how I used to handle a problematic or worrying situation. So as a child, I used to hide myself under the table. I used to be, hiding myself, and I used to think that if I hide myself and I cannot see anybody, the same applies to them, they cannot see me. I used to just take an escape and hide myself. Right now, when I have these situations where I have to deal with those anxieties and problems in my life in terms of working, because I'm working right now, what I do is I go to some place which is quiet, and I like to pay my attention to that problem a little bit, and then I want to think about the solution. Instead of escaping from that problem, how can I solve that problem, and how can I find a better way to encounter that problem, you know? And this is my new way of actually resolving a conflict or a problem or a thing or a situation which I do not like. And in future, I'm thinking of actually getting rid of all the problems, going into the hill or mountain and live with peace, where there is less of distraction, less of negative news which has impacted our mind. And the social media has actually a great and huge impact on our life every day, and it is a source of anxiety in us. So in that way, I'm thinking of going someplace quiet in the hill or in the mountains to take a break, to regenerate myself, to replenish and come back stronger. That is my future plan to face those kind of situation. And see, I have spoken for almost 2 minutes non-stop. An examiner would be stopping you if you speak more than the given time. So that is okay, but do not stop uh, when the time is still there. So do not stop, right? So these are my tips. In this way, you can actually score better in terms of speaking. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know in the comments how do you find these tips. And I will be sharing more useful information in the next videos, in the coming videos. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. See you till then. Bye.